And for the last time, welcome to the Rainforest, everyone. This is our closing video for day 5 of Rainforest Explorers, Jesus Leads the Way. And it's been quite a week. We've had videos every day for our snack and our game and our craft and our closing. There's been songs that we've shared and a live stream every day. It's just been quite a week of Vacation Bible School, virtual Vacation Bible School here at Redeemer Lutheran Church in Owatonna. And now it's time to wrap up everything with our final closing activity. And we got a good one for you, believe it or not. Before we get to that though, I'd like to just show you the cross I'm wearing. We made it on day 3 of our crafts, and it's a beautiful cross necklace. Made out of wood and some yarn and a bunch of decorations. And it's a powerful, beautiful reminder of God's love for us through the cross of Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get right to our little demonstration here. What you'll need is a pie plate, if you want to do this at home, with your parents' permission and supervision. Make sure you have that. You need a pie plate, and you put in just some plain milk in there. And then this is the tricky part, so part where you definitely need your parents. Food coloring. Food coloring. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little drop of 4 little drops of food coloring right into our milk. And then we'll show you what happens next, okay? So first of all, let's see, what do we got here? We got a blue. Let's start with some blue. And you want to put that in very carefully, so it just stays right in the middle. 1 little drop of the blue. Food coloring. There we go. Okay. Next, how about some red? Got to be very careful with food coloring. 1 drop of red. Okay. That wasn't a very big drop. That's okay, it doesn't matter. And then a drop of green. Okay. And finally we have yellow. Kind of the 4 major colors. All right. Doesn't matter if they're connected or not. It's okay if the different drops come together. There we go. We got yellow. I'll put a couple drops of yellow in there. Okay. Now, remember our Bible story for today was Jesus when he appeared to his disciples by the Sea of Galilee. They had gone fishing. They had fished all night, caught nothing. Then Jesus told them where to throw the net, and they caught a whole huge amount of fish. And then they realized it was Jesus who was standing on the shore. So they came ashore, and Jesus fed them breakfast. And then after they had breakfast, he told them to go out and tell the good news, that he had died for their sins and that he had risen from the dead. That's the good news. The whole reason and basis for our faith as believers and Christians. So our little demonstration here is to demonstrate how Jesus sends out his disciples. And so all you need is some dish soap from underneath your sink in your kitchen. And what we're going to do is put a little drop of dish soap in there and see what happens to all of our food coloring that's floating in our milk. All right? Whoa! It just dispersed that food coloring all over to the very ends of the plate, the very edges. That's still going with 1 little drop of dish soap. That's all I put on there. And it dispersed all of that food coloring all into all parts of the pie plate. And that's to demonstrate how Jesus sends us out as his disciples with the good news of our salvation through Jesus Christ and the cross of Christ. And he prepares the way for us as we go. We don't have to be afraid of what we're going to say or do because he's already prepared the way for us. And he guides us as we continue to serve him and share his good news with other people. I'm going to set this aside so that we can take a look at our last little tablet that we've been working on all throughout the week. So we got 1 more little tablet to add to our carbiner. And So this is the one that says, Jesus says, share the good news. Jesus helps me share his good news. Jesus helps me share his good news. And then there's a picture of Jesus with his disciples there on the seashore, on the beach by the Sea of Galilee. And then, of course, there's a Bible verse on the back side. Let's go ahead and read that. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. So we're going to add that to our ring now. Every one of these rings talks about treasure. We'll go over them once we get this one applied, then we'll go back over all of them. Okay, the one for today again. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. That's the words of Jesus from Matthew chapter 6, verse 20. Let's look at the other ones. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that the surpassing power belongs to God and not to us. That's from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. And then from Matthew chapter 19, verse 21. You will have treasure in heaven, and come, follow me. And then from Exodus chapter 19, verse 5. You shall be my treasured possession. And then for day one, the last one, how precious is your steadfast love, O Lord. So Jesus truly is our greatest treasure as we explore and learn about him every day in Vacation Bible School. So once again, you can clip this on to just about anywhere and take it with you with all these really wonderful Bible passages that remind us we are God's treasured possession. And through faith in Jesus, God gives us his greatest treasure of eternal life in heaven through faith in Jesus. Well, once again, it's been a great week. We're so glad you could join us. And now have a great rest of the summer. God be with you and bless you now and always.